I'm making this video while I'm not feeling my best because, again, the system in which we call fair only work for white people. It has no bearing for black people. As I've stated before, we've seen across this land and country the treatment of those of ethnic races. Shots in the back, knees on the neck, black men crying out they can't breathe. Our jails across this land and country is on overload with men and women of ethnic races. And we think it's okay. We've seen movie after movie that plays showing the injustices and how people that goes in the system and before judges are already deemed guilty without all the facts. We see that statistically, there are more white judges than there are black judges. And with that statistic, that means if you're a black person, before you even stand in front of them, you already guilty. You already a menace to society. You're already a threat to society. Now, I'm not saying all judges, but there is quite a few out here that's not holding up the oath of office. They're serving themselves and destroying lives with a smile on their face and hiding behind the robe and the gavel, all in the name of justice. This United States have failed people, period. You're taking people's rights and you're mishandling them and using them to your benefit. Your rules are, if 12 jurors come back all together and say not guilty, that's end of that case. They're not guilty. What judge has the authority to reround and come back and then make somebody guilty when they have been deemed not guilty? What kind of system is this? You're trying to roll us back. So you all, as white people, can do what you want to do, and it's okay. You get to go home to your families. You get to treat people any kind of way, and it's okay. It's not okay. And enough is enough. You have no conscience. You have no heart. You have nothing whatsoever. And I don't know how you sit on a bench knowing that you're not doing what you should do the right way. You're taking your power and your authority and you're using it to selfish gain to build your resume or some prestige among your fellow judges or whoever they may be, or build a reputation by you being the toughest judge and you did this to this person, you did that to that person. Karma is real. And hence why we're in the midst of COVID-19. A lot of you all who have done those things, then set people up, allowed them to sit in jail for decades, then stole their lives. God is looking. He's taking notes. He knows where you are, where you sit, when you do, why you do what you do. Don't think you're going to get away. If it don't come to you, you have family members that is just going to hit because of your stupidity and your ignorance and your misuse of your position, and you think it's okay. Every judge, even the chief judge, has a responsibility to allow this foolishness that goes on in our criminal system. In Cook County, especially, our judicial system that sits our Supreme Court. What are you all doing? You hear these cases, you see them, and this is okay. Again, people don't care. They say, yes, it's election time. It is election time. And the madness and the foolishness needs to stop. Enough is enough. Every public defender, every state's attorney, every mayor, governor, senator, congressman, judge, even private attorneys, police officers, detectives who sits on any case and you know you're lying, shame on You. Shame on you to destroy lives with a smile on your face. And then you get before people when election time come and run your campaigns like you have done a great job. You have done nothing but destroy households. This system is so flawed. It is ridiculous. Cook County gets money for prison reform. There are agencies out here that claim we do prison reform. Where are you, news media? Why are you not reporting these stories? You know them. You know the whole truth, but you report partial the story. And it keeps playing over and over again. When does the story stop? When do we stop with the madness? When do we stop? When do we feel that enough? A life is important. Stop treating people the way you would not want to be treated. And a lot of you elected officials, judges, lawyers, state's attorney, mayor, governors, you have had family members that has been in the system. But again, as I said, you use your favors, you use your power to get them out of the system, and you try to cover the tracks, but you want to hang everybody else, all in the name of justice. When is enough enough? Everybody needs to be crying about this. This is ridiculous. It's not just happening in Cook County Jail. It's happening across 50 states. And you think this is okay? It's not. You keep them locked up, hoping they would plea bargain. You stall their cases, hoping they would plea bargain. And for every commissioner that represent a district, shame on you. You all don't care about the officers. You all don't care about the inmates. Tony Prepwinkle, shame on you too. Tom Dart, I have no words for you because you've been sitting in that seat and you've been allowing this stuff to happen. You don't have no heart for your officers. When they come in and clock in to work, you don't have no heart for when they have to leave it and go to their families. You stood on TV and stated the conditions of Cook County Jail was not as bad, and you lie with a straight face. Tony Prepwinkle, you talk about everything else except for the conversations you need to have. Y'all need to stop getting on TV with the bull crap and try to spoon feed people like you are doing such a great job, because you are not. Children need to see their parents. You have no visitation. You have no Skypes. None of that. And you don't think anger, frustration, irritation is going to build up, not just with the inmates, with the officers too. You all go home and sleep in your bed cozily while the officers do the hard part. But you sit up there and you make decisions and you run them down. And then when people speak about it, you try to have repercussions on the inmates. You double them up, 40 plus. What kind of crap is that? And you wonder why we sit in the midst of COVID-19? It has a purpose to wipe folks out. You're using COVID-19 to do the dirty work that you've been trying to do a long time. So you add inmates to units, hoping that they will get infected, not considering that the officers will get infected too. This is ridiculous. And I'm urging every person that votes, run your list of officers who's running for office, even the judges, and remove their behinds from the seat. It's time to clean house. Enough is enough. This is beyond madness. And you all okay with it. You sugarcoat when the white folks is doing it, but you want to throw the black folks and the other ethnic races up under the ground. Don't even give them a chance. But you pat everybody else on the back, or you slap them on the hand. You cover their reputation, but you destroy the ethnic racist reputation. This is ridiculous. Things are coming back to hunt people that's been done 30 years ago. And I'm going to throw this tidbit into it. The guy that got in R. Kelly's cell, he didn't walk in there. That was a setup. Somebody allowed him to get in there, because I know you all lock it down. But it only happens to us, amazingly. Nobody is saying anything about that. Nobody. Why do you all hold office? What is your purpose? Because you're not serving the people, you're serving yourself. And this is only the beginning of many videos to come. I just don't have the energy today to do it. But this one I got up to do because I think it is pure madness to let somebody go to court and then you tell them they're not guilty and then you trump up more charges. That is violation of their rights. And then you go back and then say they're guilty. You're trying to scare people. You're trying to place fear in people's heart, worry. And that's not how it should work. If you're going to have laws, then abide by them. If you're not going to abide by the laws, then y'all need to get y'all asses out to sea. We don't need you if you're not going to do what's right. Period. And election time is coming, people. Wake up. We need to clean house. Enough is enough. You need to start tweeting, writing, making phone calls to those who have power and make decisions and let them know we are not tolerating this any longer. Until we talk again.